Perfect for getting some exercise or hosting friends, pools are the ultimate backyard feature. However, while most are boring rectangles or ordinary ovals, there are some pools that take things up a notch, and be it crazy designs or weird features and amenities. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 15 of the most incredible private pools. Number 15. The $2 million masterpiece. Most rich people just want a pool in their backyard in order to swim and entertain. But a certain American homeowner decided that they wanted to use their pool for some more adventurous activities. Featured on the Animal Planet show The Pool Master, the homeowner in question wanted something that was not only aesthetically pleasing, but also provided him with a space to scuba dive. Known as the Mountain, it's located in the American state of Utah and stands apart due to the fact that it has a 3-meter-tall mountain that perfectly emulates its natural surroundings. This mountain is further embellished by its 5 waterfalls and adjacent fountain, and it's extremely fun. It not only has multiple pathways to the top, but also features an 18-meter-long slide that snakes right through it. The inside of the mountain also has a secret grotto and a hidden kitchen and change room, allowing you to cook yourself a nice meal or freshen yourself up while experiencing the atmosphere of being in a cave. Beyond these features, this mountain is surrounded by a massive pool that's 42 meters long, and the pool leads to a 90-meter-long lazy river, and most incredible of all, there's a 16-meter-long and 8-meter-deep underwater tunnel that allows those with SUBA certification to practice their skills. So yeah, it's fair to say that this pool is well worth the $2 million spent to create it. Number 14. The professional pool. Professional athletes generally like to spend a lot of money on their backyards, and one pool that truly puts people in the lap of luxury is located just outside Phoenix, Arizona. Costing a total of $1 million, the pool's most obvious feature is its cantilever sails, which shade the pool from the hot Arizona sun. There's also motion detector-controlled underwater jets that allow those swimming to play around, while the pool's levitating steps, levitating benches, and set of 32 spouts gives the pool some stylistic character. Beyond this, the pool also has a wet bar that can be swam up to, multiple television screens, and consists of a total of 2,800 square feet of space, making it a great place to entertain guests. So yeah, this pool is top of the line. Number 13. The man-made natural pool. While most man-made pools look man-made, this man-made pool in upstate New York was designed to look like a part of nature. Known as the Woodland Pool, it exists in harmony with its natural surroundings, and this was accomplished by creating a space that now has over 3 million liters of naturally flowing and non-chemically treated water. Consisting of a gradual pebble beach, it looks like something that would have been formed by nature, and it extends to a depth of 4 meters at its deepest point. Coming in at 49 meters by 42 meters, it is pretty massive, and it's surrounded by a lawn, so it doesn't have any ugly concrete or stone barriers. In order to clean everything, the pool makes use of a biofilter, and by all accounts, it's hidden so it's not obvious that there is a filter. So as such, I think you'd agree that this swimming pool is absolutely stunning. Number 12. The $750,000 Sonoma Valley Swim Pad. Sonoma Valley in California is known for its magnificent views, and that's exactly what's served up at the incredible $750,000 swim pad. Built with a massive mountain and waterfall, it's deep enough to dive in, but natural-looking enough to blend in with its surroundings, with this being possible thanks to the fact that the stone used to build the mountain was actually sourced from local Sonoma Valley cliffs. To give you a good view of the valley, it has a 27-meter-long infinity pool edge that vanishes into a cavern below, making it appear as if the water flows over the edge into the valley. It's also got a beach entrance made with shining stone that allows you to enter in at a gradual rate, while its beautiful geysers, various torches, tiki bar, and long set of cave-like tunnels inside the mountain really are an added touch. This one definitely looks like it was worth every penny. Number 11. The Sedona Sights. Sedona, Arizona is filled with scenic natural sights, and if you stay at Sundance, you can soak in the sights in the comfort of a top-of-the-line infinity pool. Owned by a certain Jeff and Serena, the lodge is a luxury listing on Airbnb, as it comes in at a mind-boggling $750 per night. However, for that price you get nearly 1 acre of land that contains 3 beds and a half bath, wraparound red rock views, 2 beautiful koi ponds, and a saltwater infinity pool that's to die for. I say to die for because it backs off into the beautiful natural scenery behind it, allowing you to float around while enjoying the great outdoors. And if you're looking for a bit of a warmer experience, you can instead decide to chill in the Airbnb's hot tub. However, despite being beautiful, I should advise you that Jeff and Serena don't exactly include the pool for free, as you have to pay for your own heating in order to use it. However, given how beautiful it is, I'd say that it's certainly worth that added price. Number 10. The Placerville Pool. Placerville, California is a suburb of Sacramento. It's a great place to stay while in the area, and if you look at Airbnbs, there's one with a pool that's a step above the rest. That's because it has a home with a massive pool right in the center, and if the images and reviews online are to be believed, it's absolutely stunning. Now, on its own accord, the home is quite nice, as it's a 5-bedroom with both wood and modern finishes situated on a 2-acre lot filled with oak trees. However, the inside pool stands apart because the kitchen, dining room, and living room all surround it, while a massive waterfall sprays down from the roof if you're looking for a luxury experience. However, I should warn you that heating the pool isn't free, as if you decide to, the cost is $75 per night and has a maximum heat limit of 83 degrees. However, given that the home cost about $700 a night, this charge is peanuts for most people looking to rent out this private residence. Number 9. The Poolquarium. If you've ever swam in an outdoor pool, you've probably imagined a scenario where real fish were swimming around with you. And while the chemicals necessary to keep a pool clean prevent most people from putting fish into their standard pools, the Dangy brothers put this dream into action by converting their pool into a massive aquarium. With the help of the companies SoCal Aquatics and Reef Creations, they first started by inserting a bunch of artificial reef inserts to make the pool look like a coral reef. They then filled the pool with about 16,000 gallons of salt water, and in order to prep the tank, they heated it so it remained at a constant temperature of between 77 and 80 degrees. Then they added some seaweed, prepped the fish, and started to release them in, with the repertoire including yellow tangs, blue damsels, flame angelfish, porcupine fish, and even a spotted leopard moray eel, plus some stingrays and a couple of sharks. The brothers then proceeded to swim around inside of it, and while it's not exactly clear whether or not they kept this cool pool, it's certainly interesting. Number 8. The Glass Bottom Pool. Now, generally speaking, luxury apartments will use amenities like gyms, spas, and pools to get potential buyers to shell out big bucks for a unit. However, none are quite as crazy as the Glass Bottom Pool at the rooftop of Market Square Tower in Houston, Texas. That's because this clear glass pool juts out over the edge of the apartment complex and over the city below, amounting to a terrifying swim that makes you look like you could fall down to the city below at any moment. The pool is located a little over 150 meters above the ground, with the extended part being about 3 meters beyond the edge of the building. It's made out of 20-centimeter thick plexiglass. This pool is super secure, although since it's clear, it offers perfect views of the city down below. The end result is a pool that feels very strange to swim in, and while it's certainly a spot that many would really like to visit, the fact that it's privately owned by the residents of the building means that you'll have to have a connection or two to go for a dip. Number 7. The Desert Oasis. While it is certainly a little bit gaudy, this desert oasis located right off the Las Vegas Strip is absolutely incredible. It's made out of stone that nearly perfectly blends in with the rest of its desert surroundings. The experience of this pool begins right at the front door, as 2 massive waterfalls at the entrance seem to funnel down to the pool below. As you walk through the house, you eventually get to a backyard with a pool for people of all ages. Right away, someone coming in would see a sectioned-off shallow end for kids, multiple waterfalls, a rock climbing face, and a hot water waterfall that provides the perfect place to relax. The massive rock face also has a bathroom to get changed in, and as you go down a rock tunnel, an underground entrance leads to the partially underground river. Designed to mimic a rushing mountain stream, it's got fast current and is absolutely exhilarating to swim in, and while the mountain's incredible slide and area to sit and relax up top make it an awesome place to hang out, I think you'd agree that this desert oasis has one of Nevada's coolest swimming pools. Number 6. A Billionaire's Baths. In the days of the Roman Empire, owning a massive mansion was the ultimate way to show off your wealth, and few of these were quite like the ones dug up on the property of a certain Quintus Servilius Pudens. You see, he was the ancient equivalent of a billionaire during the time of Emperor Hadrian, and in 2007 archaeologists discovered his home on the site of a suburban park near Ciampino Airport in Rome. Now, the complex begins with a caldarium, which is a sauna-like room that was heated by hot air piped behind the walls from a furnace stoked by the landlord's slaves. Then came the hot bath area, and while things like marble fragments were left behind, important features such as the bronze cauldron used to bring bathing water to piping hot temperatures was ripped out by scavengers a long time ago. And while similar pillaging has made the villa look far different than it used to, it still looks pretty stunning, and has remained practically untouched since the Goths temporarily converted the home into a fortress in the 6th century. And so as such, I think it's fair to say this private pool would have been the place to be about 1900 years ago. Number 5. Umayyad Bhawan Palace Zodiac Pool. When the Umayyad Bhawan Palace of northern India was finished in 1943, it really was a marvel of human engineering. After all, this 347-room monstrosity was the largest private residence in the world at the time of its construction. And given that it was the property of a former royal family, it was nothing short of impressive. However, while most people who visit it today are amazed by its grand facade, beautiful gardens, and incredible artwork, it is deep underground that its famed Zodiac Pool resides. Reportedly covered in gold tiles, it features the 12 signs of the zodiac painted on the pool bottom, giving an eerie vibe to what would most otherwise consider to be a luxury experience. Yet if you're looking to go for a dip, you might have a hard time. This is because the palace is still considered to be the private property of Indian politician Gaj Singh. And while there are parts of the property that are available to stay in as a hotel or otherwise visit on tours, the pool is an area that online reviews seem to indicate is generally off limits. However, while the private nature of the pool is unclear, it is fair to say it's awesome. Number 4. Endless Pools. While endless pools are really only accessible to the super rich and elite athletes, they are easily some of the coolest private pools out there. This is because this type of pool pushes water back against you, allowing you to swim in place without moving forwards in your own self-contained 1 or 2 person water body. Generally costing north of 30 grand, most people don't install them unless they're looking for a serious workout. But if you get your hands on one, they are absolutely amazing. In essence, they have a counter-current technology that allows you to set a speed and swim in place, essentially making them the treadmills of pools. They can be placed inside or outside, can be swum using any stroke of your choosing, and offer an incredible way to get in shape. Since the speed is completely preset, it allows you to very carefully set your pace time so that you're meeting your goals, allowing you to hyper-focus on the nature of your training and increase the intensity over time. To top this off, since you're not moving around in the water, it's easier to focus on technique, as the fact that you're in one place allows you to really focus on every aspect of your stroke without worrying about flip turns, other swimmers, or slight changes in direction. So if you get the cash for one, I suggest buying an endless pool for your home. Number 3. The Ring of Fire Pool. When it comes to luxury, few pools are quite as posh as the Ring of Fire Pool. Now, during the day, this pool is a beautiful place to entertain and relax. After all, it's a large hot tub that can fit 25 people. It's got a 3-meter tall waterfall downstream and a basin that can fit 1.4 million liters of water, making it absolutely massive. Beyond these basics, the pool can be accessed using a 9-meter long slide with cooling misters and a waterfall to soak you as you come down the chute. While a $120,000 fountain from Italy gives the pool some very impressive stylistic flair that makes the pool more cultured than most of the others on this list. For those who are a little bit more adventurous and looking for some adult fun, there's a secret passage to a cavern behind a waterfall that houses an underwater bar fit with a flat-screen TV. And while the frigid skylight inside blends seamlessly into its rocky surroundings in order to make the entire thing look as natural as possible. Yet the absolute highlight of this pool can only be experienced at night, as when the lights are down, propane burners beneath the water can ignite to create flames that appear to dance on the surface of the water. And they are pretty safe so long as you're not right beside them. You can stay inside the water while the flames are on. So, I think you'd agree, there are few pools out there that ignite the imagination quite as much as the Ring of Fire Pool. Number 2. The Scuba Pool. While Oklahoma isn't exactly known for its incredible swimming facilities, the scuba pool in Mustang, Oklahoma brings the ocean straight to the Midwest. This is because while the nearest ocean is over 800 kilometers away, this pool is a scuba diving heaven, as it's not only deep enough to scuba dive in, but has a massive amount of swimming space. It's got a lazy river, a waterfall, and a huge rock feature that's to die for. More specifically, the pool is 49 meters long and a little over 40 meters deep, allowing recreational divers to safely explore while having enough room not to feel constrained. To make things interesting, the owners of the pool have constructed a massive underwater world, complete with tunnels that can be traversed and boulders that look like the real deal and somewhat simulate the bottom of the ocean. The 38-meter-long lazy river makes things interesting, as it's possible to go simply along with the current. The current can also be swum against to simulate the ocean, and the actual speed of the current can be changed, so it can be anything from very gentle to super fast and choppy. If you want to take a break from the water, you can spend some time in one of the 2 cave grottos. They've got some awesome seating areas and televisions inside, so you can do everything from relax to entertain. If that wasn't enough, there's even a hidden 3-meter-tall diving platform, so you can have the thrill of barreling into the water. And given the fact that the entrance is pretty hard to locate, it keeps things safe for any kids that happen to be in the area. When you further consider that all of the waterfalls can be controlled at the push of a button, it's not hard to see why this entire complex is nothing short of incredible. Number 1. The GoPro Pool. Being the CEO of GoPro is a pretty high-paying gig, as you might expect. Mr. Nick Woodman, who's the person who has that gig, has a lot of money to play around with. This assumption would be correct given the fact that he's the 73rd richest tech CEO in the world, and given that he is the CEO of GoPro, it should come as little surprise that Nick is a pretty adventurous guy. It's probably because he's dumped boatloads of money in his quest to build the world's greatest artificial wave. More specifically, in the small town of Dolgarrog, Wales, he's recently built a massive lagoon that produces very large artificial waves. Known as Surf Snowdonia, it uses innovative wave garden technology to provide consistent waves that are up to 2 meters high and that peel for up to 150 meters. These waves can be generated at the push of a button at a rate of 1 every minute, and the facility is so large that up to 36 surfers are able to use the 300-meter lagoon simultaneously. Now, while surf simulators do exist, the size and frequency of the waves made by Snowdonia are simply unheard of, and the facility really does make it seem like an inland surfing program could be possible. It also makes inland surfing competitions a real possibility, and due to the predictable conditions, filming everything is far easier than it would be at a beach. As the sport of surfing continues to grow in popularity, more of these facilities will likely continue to be built. But for now, the large artificial waves at Surf Snowdonia are some of the most advanced in the industry. Best of all, given that this once completely private facility can now be accessed for fee, I'd suggest going out and hanging 10 if you happen to be in Wales.
Watch our Waves playlist for more top 15 videos about massive waves. Sit back, relax, and binge watch all of our best wave videos.